What's going on, everybody? Hello. Happy Wednesday. Happy hump day. We've got 2K25 and we're starting another special thing for the month of September. We're going to be putting ourselves through several weeks of pain and suffering for the Revan Cup, which is a month-long tournament hosted by another streamer. I think it's largely courses that he's designed, but with an emphasis on having the setups also be entirely painful. So we'll see how it goes. We're gonna try our best. He does have some prizes for like first, second, and third place, which I doubt that we're gonna get. The prizes that we're more so looking at are for potentially getting like hole outs. Not making long putts because we don't do that, but we get a hole in one or a long hole out. I believe there are some Amazon gift cards. That will get it, but it'll be good content playing through the pain. I feel like, okay, so the save pop-up here I think is new. I feel like I should buy this, so my wife has some extra options to dress me in the future. Sure, why not? But what's going on, everybody? Yeet, welcome back. 40 stream streak. Internet outage, so won't be able to hang out too much. Good luck on the rounds. Heard these are tough courses, go low. Thank you for the luck, man. Thank you. 40 streams in a row is crazy. Crazy. Yeah, thank you. 40 is the longest streak that I'm aware of in the channel, so pretty wild. RJ, welcome back. Jeffy, hello. Alex, hello. Guy, welcome back. Savage Soldier, welcome back. Good to see you all. All right. Yeah, I mean, I don't know why I'm looking at these, because we just kind of get whatever ones come our way, and we don't go out of our way to do any of these, so not really sure why I'm looking into it. Divot Derby, yeah, no. They've got a seasonal Divot Derby. I mean, you get an Evo tool, but come on now. Nobody wants to play that much Divot Derby. And just as a bit of an update, which I guess is a bit of a non-update, right now I do not have anything set in stone for Ryder Cup stuff this weekend. We were looking at a double stack of our two events for Saturday. Problem is, I think the pair, I guess they're related. I guess they're brothers. They have a family emergency that has come up, and so we're not really certain about availability, and they were going to be one of the matches for us to play this weekend, which has kind of made it difficult because they were going to be the first of the two matches, and so like I don't want to move the second match in case they can do it. But I don't know, like, if they can't do it, if they'll, like, asking other people to do 3 matches in a week is a lot, so I don't know, like, if it can get stretched or what exactly the overall plan here is. So the jury is still out on that. So I will keep you guys posted. Of course, it is the last golf stream of the week. That would happen prior to that, so Discord and yeah, Discord is probably going to be the best place to keep up with any of that info. I know that Discord is not necessarily the ideal place for some people, but that's definitely where we postest the mostest of our updates. That's what's going to give you the most accurate. A little bit closed. That just destroys it. Jeez. Not during the big game this weekend, Mighty Villanova. The second match is set to run into that time period, but that's completely okay. Oh, that was it, but I closed it. Didn't realize they had a football program. No, they do. They've had one too. They've had one because I know that Penn State's played Villanova and they've played Temple and stuff. You get like those cross state. I'm not gonna call them rivalries, but just like cross state matchups. And those tend to be decently tailgated games because of the drivability of it. Hey Veritas, welcome back. Star Wars golf? I think somebody has actually created Star Wars themed level. Think of Big East as non-football despite Nova and UConn? Well, yeah. Because generally speaking, that is a true statement. Hey, what's going on, Geocacher? How have you been? There is not a Ryder Cup match tonight. We were actually just talking about it. The plan is for this Saturday. But opponents of ours have had some family emergency stuff come up. So we're kind of up in the air right now as to when some of the matches might take place. Okay, I thought the foot lie was going to do a little bit more. 72? Okay. Make an eagle for you, Drew? I'll try, man. I'll absolutely try. Good evening, John. Welcome back. Do 2v2. We're not doing duos tonight, unfortunately. Getting warmed up, and then we're gonna be playing in the Revan Cup, which is sure to be quite painful. Alright, got 102. Got the tailwind. I'm just trying to... I know it's aggressive, and I know it's not gonna get on the green, but trying to get it down there. We'll play a greenside shot. Because I need to practice being in this position. Because this needs to be a more scoreable spot for us. Okay, I mean, that's a double cross. I think that was the right play. I need to work on chipping and getting that feel out. Yeah, what's going on, Frosty Ninja? How are you doing? You played the first 2 rounds of the Revan Cup, John? Yeah, we're going all 4. So, you know, if it's not painful enough, we're doing all 4 every week. I'm not spreading out the pain. We're gonna sit down and take it on the chin. Closed it. That just completely kills the wit. Okay. Plugs from there? At least it was the plug animation. I mean, this doesn't look that bad, but... Always underswinging those, I feel like. Hey, BC, what's going on, man? How are we doing today? See, I don't know, is power drive worth it? It might not be, but you can make it. Ooh, look at that. 101 power drive. Beautiful. Absolute bomb. 393. That's what we're talking about. This is probably long gone. Yeah, I mean, I figured with the tailwind and the club that we were taking in, but I couldn't go any shorter. Hopefully I'll win some money, Steve. Hey, what's going on, Matthew? I mean, hopefully we can get one of our patented holeouts. Although our holeouts tend to be too short for being in the money, so we'll have to see. 3% under, gosh darn it. Wasn't even high enough anyway. Big news in Pacific Northwest football. Washington State announces beer and wine sales in the stadium ahead of Apple Cup matchup with Washington. So does that mean, did they not have liquor license stuff? Your chat's delayed, Drew? Well, we've got 3 streams going in total. We've got 2 on YouTube, vertical and horizontal, and we've got Twitch. So if you're not seeing messages, they might just be from other chats. Unless you're just saying that my response to you is well off, and in that case, your stream needs to probably be refreshed. No booze sales in stadium outside of premium seating, gotcha. Yeah, I remember when Penn State, like, they had to get liquor license stuff. That was a pretty big deal when they got to boozing. The tough par 5. Whenever you have the big tailwinds like this, it is so difficult. Underswung it. Ah, man. What could have been? Oh, your comments aren't appearing in the chat. Oh, that's weird. Yeah, I'm not ignoring anything. So yeah, they're just not going through for whatever reason on your end. Oh, what's going on, Cade? How are you doing? You said go Cougs. You're a Washington State alumni. Okay. Well, guy over in the Twitch chat is associated with the university. Go Cougs, come to Twitch. Oh no, I closed it. That's gonna really turn it over. Gosh darn it. Get in there, guy. Making use of the September discounts. Resubscribing for 6 months. Welcome back for 59 months, but thank you also very much for re-upping for 6 into the future. Hope you continue to enjoy your faces. Always appreciative of that, sir. Okay, I think at 26 and up the hill, I think we go 50. I'm tempted to actually go pitching wedge up that hill. I'm gonna, for my own sanity here, I'm gonna go with the chip on the 50 degree. Oh, that was the right call. That was absolutely the right call, and I nailed it. I just left it a little bit outside right. Oh, hype train? Oh, one of those hype trains? How? Did somebody do a Prime sub and not share it? Because I didn't have anything come through on my end other than a hype train start. And I only had one resub. How does that work? Or is Twitch just like randomly starting hype trains now? That might also be a thing, to be honest. That may also be a thing that Twitch is doing to try and extract money. Is just like, hey, if we start a hype train, maybe other people will start to give just to join in on this non-existent hype. $240, $210. See, it's gonna be over 30. Why am I feeling like I'm finishing to the right and I'm finishing left still? What is happening? What is actually going on? Underswing again. That's the second 71% putt that I've hit 68%. Done the exact same thing 2 times now. Just underswinging everything. Putts and whatnot. Alright, gotta finish more to the right. There we go. Right in the center. Excuse me, jeez. These allergies, I do not love this Sam I Am. Why is that so short? Okay, I thought I was gonna land on the fairway. That's why I was upset about the shot being short, but it landed kind of where I was hoping. Hey, thank you for the 100 bits, guy. It's funny because because of the chatbot that I use, it doesn't gigantify the emote. It just says redeemed gigantify it emote. So I'm gonna just imagine it in the giant form. I mean, everybody else watching on Twitch is gonna see it that way. I don't. I don't really want to have all of the individual chats open. I already have the vertical chat open separately because it has a special said hi button that doesn't come through on the chatbot. So I guess Google doesn't have it as part of its command set that it recognizes. Did not anticipate it going that far. Nothing like overswinging it and then catching it in. I don't know, man. My putting is so bad. Hitting the percentages, making the reads, it's not good. It's not good. I'm gonna try, Try and hit that like left side. Nothing like watching the wind change direction because you start with a fade and the wind is so strong that it overtakes it. Thank you for the hype train. Community contributed a total of 1 sub gift and 100 bits. I don't think that's accurate. It was 100 bits and a regular resub. I don't know what you're on Twitch, but thank you, guy. Always appreciate you, sir. Alright, from this range, what is my highest percentage play? I feel like I could run a chip. Chip's 100%. The other thing would be to try and run a partial pitch. %? 87. Well, we'll see. Okay, 83 may have been a touch short. 87 a touch long, so maybe 85 was the number we were looking for. But that again is like exactly why I avoid these partials, because it's like not so good for me. Solo hype train. I've never seen that guy. I've never seen the solo hype train before. I don't know what exactly causes that. I think we gotta partial this. I think if I hit it full, we're definitely too long. But if I hit full 3 hybrid, I don't think we have what it takes to get back here. Okay, wind did take us back. Nice, quad perfect putt. Miss it low. Cool beans. Cool beans. How do you get better at putting? I need Bot to teach me, but he just laughs every time. Every time I ask. Just gotta put it closer. That's the key. Just keep putting it closer so I never have to actually learn how to putt. Gotta continue to improve my tee to green capabilities. That's the solution. How is that short? The 21-mile-an-hour wind. Ay, ay, ay. How's it that short? Well, all I know is if we can't hit it close and we can putt, then we're gonna have a real bad time playing Revan stuff. No, no two ways about that. Wind can be inconsistent sometimes. I think it might be because it's very high wind, Steve, that maybe it's playing a little bit stronger. So I just need to keep that in mind going forward here. Okay, clearly I am knowing absolutely nothing about wind right now. Absolutely nada. Alright, let's try and go for the overpower. Nice. 3.4 open puts me on the other side. I don't know, even if we didn't do that, I don't think with this headwind that we were ever gonna get there. Okay, now we're starting to go open. We were going closed. Now we're starting to go open. See, I've been playing this as 30. But that would put me at 126, which would be 4 yards past. But, I don't know, there's something about it that's been playing a little bit off. So there's the 100%. We hit it a little bit over. 156 would be the number. Or 126. That landed 125. And that was 125 with a little bit extra on it too, so it's playing a little bit stronger than like 1.5 times on the very high, so maybe that's more like 1.8. This is like it moves barely. getting a little bit inside on some of those. Good bounce. Good bounce. Okay, so this is where things have been a little bit tricky. Although this is a longer club, so maybe we would get the full. Then the uphill in a little bit. I think I'm gonna play this. And just try and hit it a little bit firmer. I'm 31? Why does that just like not go anywhere? That's, I think, what's crazy to me. It would get like 4 yards net. Which means that with the uphill and stuff, it played like it was like 8 extra on the wind. That's crazy. Firm again. Okay, so I'm like under reading stuff and mishitting. Excellent. Love that for me. Absolutely love that for me. I mean, it was scrappy, and we didn't actually do that poorly, but I'm definitely very critical about my misses. Yeah, not bad for that round. Not bad for that round. All right, so we're gonna play Revan's tournament. Look at that. We are flat on 43K VC. A nice round number. That's pretty crazy. I feel like you never see that. I need to search for Revan. That's the one. 135 people in here. Hey, what's going on, Thunderlips? Thank you very much for the follow, dude. This will give you hope. Wait, this isn't easy. Rip woe on hole 12. There's gotta be context there for like something old on a course that maybe he's had him play before, because these are all these Wildcat ones are Revan's. Revan always wins, except when he doesn't. All right. So we gotta take a quick 2-minute break here to get rid of the oh-so-fun pre-roll ads on Twitch, everybody's favorites. Thank you for being here. We got plenty of golf, obviously, because we haven't started our Revan Cup rounds. We're playing all 4. We're just gonna dive in. We'll see. I've never played any of Revan's courses. I don't know how cooked up he's got them. Should be a good test of patience and skill. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, we're gonna dive into all 4 of these, and then we've got content for the whole month. So every week we just more pain. But yeah, I will see you guys back here in 2 minutes, and then we will dive into it. It's raining. Ads. Yo, what up, Andy? Prediction? Pain. I read the prediction at first and I was thinking about like the actual like channel point prediction betting stuff, but I never know like what do you even set those up for? Like in the context of this, do you pick like number of birdies, yeah, over under on eagles? I feel like it's so arbitrary. All right, let's see what we got. From the tips, medium wins, firm, very firm, default fast. Default fast being 10, so like 170 something, 180. Oh man, my 10 VC ripped my perfect 43K. Such a nice round number, and now it's gone. Just like that, it's freaking gone, man. All right. It's medium wins, but this is wide open. I'm sending power drive down here. A little bit of double cross with the push open. That's not too bad. Beat your 44 feels too easy for me. Predict my score on hole 16. Very, very specific. Don't even know what the hole entails. Yeah, what's going on, James? Welcome back. Okay, so 91, wind is playing. It's not that uphill though. Like it's very right to left. It's not that much wind. But it is a headwind. I'm gonna play it choked. I'm gonna play it choked. Wanna make sure we're back there. I understand nothing. The wind is doing nothing that I'm anticipating right now. Like, absolutely nothing that I'm anticipating right now. And it ran out of steam because of the freaking fairway. Gosh darn it. Gosh darn it. What's going on, Aaron? Try and get a hole-in-one. We hit a hole-in-one last Wednesday. If we hit a hole-in-one this week, that'd be very good for us. Played this yourself earlier, Thunderlips? Tough holes? How have I been playing? Ball striking is typically, like, I've been striking it well. The wind today, I can't seem to get a proper read on. My putting is always pretty suspect, so that's not too shocking to me. But yeah, stuff like this, I am having a very hard time. Let this bleed back towards that bowl, I guess. See, I don't know if my problem is not playing the backstop enough. Like, maybe I should have gone for that a little bit more. I hate these, man. You're like tapping them and they're turning so much. It's a great read though, but man, I hate it. Hate it, hate it, hate it. Rev hole 16, hindsight, should have laid up with the shorter club. Okay, so Vandy and Thunderlips are both talking about this hole 16. Which now has me a little concerned, because I have no idea what that entails. Alright, I think I got subconsciously tricked out by the water because I push open the last one, so we pull close this instead. Probably should have laid it up, because what's the distance? 150, yeah. I probably should have laid it up, especially to a hole like this. I think you have to go right of target, because it's gonna want to come out. And roll right to left. Of course, it comes out of the bunker straight at it. Okay, that's a good kick for us. It's actually a fantastic kick for us, getting out to the right. Okay, we've got an uphiller. Points list, 9,000 point soundbites of Major Dragon Ball Z. I mean, I don't have any soundbite on it, but it's over 9,000 is, yes, that is a Dragon Ball Z reference. %. You gotta turn. You gotta turn. God, why am I so bad at putting? I remember when I watched Dragon Ball for the first time, I was thoroughly surprised because the humor and stuff in the OG Dragon Ball is like very crude and was, I mean, it definitely builds into the martial arts a lot more heavily, but it was not what I expected out the gate, to say the least. Alright, we're always hoping for the hole out. There's one! Now, Revan's only paying out for like 200 plus, right? That was what, 84? Let me check the rules. Prize rules. Now that wasn't a hole-in-one, that was a par 4, right? Yeah. That's a par 4 hole out. Let's see here. Yeah, it's gotta be 210 yards or longer. Hole-in-one, 210 yards. Only 184. Stupid. Requires so much of me. Whatever. It'll be another short for Bot. Bot loves all my YouTube shorts. All the hole outs. It's a crappy rule. Well, it's because he doesn't want to have to pay out. He's paying money out of his own pocket for this tournament that he's putting on for when people hole out. So I get it. For me, the hole outs are good content. You know, if I get an Amazon gift card, that'd be great. But yeah, it's got to be 210. We'll take it. We'll take it. If only it was a hole-in-one, because hole-in-ones pay out. $165. I mean, that goes back to what we were talking about earlier, right? I said we've got to we've got to avoid putting. So that'll definitely do it. Ah, that felt crappy. That felt crappy. I didn't actually look to see if that putt or that chip was like a right center or a centered. You got your Twitch Turbo sub? AKA the ad free. I don't think that's worth going for. I think you put it back here. Okay. Or we suddenly mega close it. Come on, just focus a little bit. That works. Yeah, what's going on, Kurtzky? See if the Play Store has a mobile PGA golf game? I believe so. I know that, I've heard people talk about WGT being on mobile. I've never played it. Obviously, you're not gonna get like a PGA game with like a swipe mechanic. It's gonna be, you know, like a 3-click mechanic, but I'm sure there are things out there. Okay. It's not a crazy wind. It's also not a crazy slope. So I'm not thinking we're going to get a huge rollback here. So 51-42. I think the 9-iron choke shot should climb through the wind here. Beautiful. Even if you do suck at golf, well, you can't get better at golf, you know, and like the course management and all of that stuff that comes with it without playing it more, you know. Obviously, some games are going to be more arcadey than others, but the more that you play, the better you'll be at getting around the courses. There we go. Buttery smooth. So calculated, it's unbelievable. Well, we hold out for eagle on the 4th hole, Kurtzky, so unfortunately it was only 184 yards. Revn requires 210 for gift cards. Well, this is awkward. This is gonna be long gone. I don't really know. Don't really know what else to do. Yeah, I mean, like if I'm gonna go forward in 2, I've gotta put a lot on it. Yeah, we actually speedran Mario Golf Super Rush for a little bit after that came out. I'm gonna start left, but I have a feeling we're gonna move a little bit back. Is that open? Is that open that misses the eagle? Hey, what's going on, Isaac? Welcome back. How we doing today? You're new to choking? It cuts through the wind 3 to 5 mile an hour or less? Honestly, I play it... Yeah, I just kind of mentally knock off a little bit on it, but I do tend to play it still fairly close to its normal number. But yeah, it is a lower ball flight, so it's probably less... Yeah, it knocks a little bit off. I don't think it's like a crazy number, though. Just gonna run. Don't really love this. I mean, that's on the line that we want. It's just a matter of, like, the fairway bounce and release. Yeah. It's the speed up when you get to the green that's so hard. I'm doing well, Isaac. Thank you for asking. Yeah, we've got a hole out already. We've been playing pretty well, all things considered. But just trying to have a good time despite the difficulty of, you know, the task at hand. That was firm. Okay, still not a bad start though. We were a little bit slow on the every other. We hold out on the fourth, but bring home the second half of the front nine with the birdie train. These are nasty. These are nasty. Because if this pitching wedge, like if the choke pitching wedge doesn't get exactly where I want, get this to hop onto the downslope. Release down a little ways. Perfect. Hey, what's going on, Ryan? It wasn't a hole-in-one, Aaron, so it was a hole out. We hold it on our second shot of the par 4. Yeah, it went in that one stroke, so that hole, it was 2 strokes total. You like the Mario Baseball game? I have never played Mario Baseball. I heard that there's a Mario Baseball, like, league, I guess, that's been going on within, like, the community of players who, like, community of streamers who play a lot of Mario games. Play it out here. Not going to be aggressive. Like, the pin's not in a dangerous spot, so... 160. See, the thing is, it's a lower flight, so... 144 would be the number. Feels like too much. So I think I'm gonna take choked, and I might try and, like, get a hair punchy with it. .101. Oh, that kick was massive. I wouldn't have gotten that punchy with it had I known it was gonna kick like a mile. Hot dang. What? Why did it go so far? It's a great read. I underhit it. My handicap in real golf? Oh, I'm not good at real golf, Ryan. My handicap when I was playing. See, the thing is, I just haven't played a lot or for a long time. I've liked golf for a long time, but I didn't start trying to play golf until I bought clubs like 4.5 years ago almost. But despite that, I still haven't played a ton in those 4 years. You know, and I decided, you know, a little over 3 years ago to have a kid. So for the last 2.5 years, I've been playing, you know, even less. So I know the course management side of things. I just do not play enough golf to have the ball striking prowess. It's the right play. I just got too far left. Congrats. Thanks. I mean, we're going through the terrible twos, you know, throwing tantrums, big feelings, not listening, you know, all that fun stuff. But no, still a good thing. Still a good thing. It's just trying at times, but you know. Most things are good, it's just the growing pains of it all. I should have hit full driver. I saw the distance and I was like, oh, it'll be fine, and then I didn't look. This'll be awful. Or that actually turned out pretty well. I didn't need to loft or take any distance off of that at all. Oh, come on, man. Come on. Just why do you have to suck at putting? Why do you have to suck at putting? Why can't that be a strong suit of mine? I'm going for it because I think it'll bounce onto the green. I'm gonna change my tee just to be a little bit more to the... A little bit more to the side here. I closed it just a touch. Almost. That landed definitely a bit shorter than anticipated. I guess wind played more. 16 yards. Should I be just playing... super flop here? Oh, I pushed it. I hate those. I hate those so much. Like, just trying to get the break right when it's that. Ugh, no fun. Okay. It's a little bit up the hill. Wind's gonna push us a little to the side. But I feel like there's gonna be a ton of right to left movement, just with how much it breaks on the green. So, I'll let this peel out. That's probably too far, because the kick is gonna take it too long. That's the problem. So if you're hitting this putt and you're just kind of letting it dribble down there, of course. Where else would we miss it? Where else would we miss it except for the low side? Gosh darn it, man. $328. Oh god. This is too short. But this is definitely too long. $260. $103, but I closed it. It will kick right. I just don't think even with the 103 that this has the legs. Yeah. That's the right idea though, I think. Maybe with like a... If you perfectly square that up and then maybe get like a 105 on it, it might be okay. I don't understand. I could have sworn that some of those super flops just like, even on like a downslope here, like why that was able to maintain so much backspin, I don't comprehend that. Nothing like adding to your read and still missing low. Adding to your read and still missing the putt low. Everything is off. Everything's off. And this runs for days. Hot dang. It's almost crazy, like 220 with the 5-iron. That's not gonna be pretty. 192, 200. That's gonna take too much out of it, right? 194. It's down the hill. I'm gonna take the 5-iron, but you've got to play it to peel. Peel left so that you can like really ride the ridge. Okay, there's the 101. Get on the front edge. Okay, this could be nice. Now work your way to the right. Carried a little bit too much speed. May have been able to hit just a regular 100, but it was still just a little bit over on it. Hey, look at that. Making an adjustment, making a putt. Love that. People saying 2K is messed with putting again. Not sure if this is true, Mikey. I have heard some commentary around that. And, like, I think have said about, you know, like, partials and stuff, too. I don't know. I mean, those are the things that I struggle with the most anyway. So, like, to me, I'm not seeing a difference. I'm just as bad at them now as I normally am. That right to left lie at my feet does not seem to have come into play as much as I would have thought. No, we hit it about 3% over, so missing on the high side is more than expected. All right, well, I think the only eagle that we got came off of our hole out. Plenty of birdies. 13 under is not bad. 13 under is not bad. I mean, obviously, we're going to see some much lower scores because other players are just way better putters than I am. And I would say overall our ball striking not exactly where we want it to be. Yeah, let's see how bad it was. We were 5 for 5 there, but we were 1 for 7 outside of 10 feet. And the one that we made was under 11 feet, so, you know. Got that going for us. Alright, well, we'll see what we can do in round 2. We'll see what we can do in round 2. It's not like playing like particularly like crazy bad. It's just can't get things to drop, you know? So what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? All right, as is the custom here, we're kind of at that in between round kind of break point. So we gotta get rid of the pre-rolls, which means we take a break so nobody misses anything. Appreciate you guys hanging out. If you're watching on YouTube, a like helps me out immensely. Yeah, you can always sub or follow on Twitch and stuff if you would like to as well. Ball's in your court. All right, I'll see you guys back here in 2 minutes, and we'll hop back into round 2 of the Revan Cup. Be right back.
It's raining.
Ads. All right, we are back. Seth, thank you very much for the follow. Not playing ranked today? No, not today, Matthew. We've got this tournament lined up for today's content. All right, high winds, moderate, firm, fast. So things slow down, less firm, which should make things a bit friendlier. Yeah, I have a feeling that in like the future weeks and stuff, like everything is just going to be full-on pain. But this first tournament has plenty of niceties to it. Alright, let's see here. It's only firm, so it's not going to be like crazy. 155. 62. That could kill it. I think I'm gonna play this instead. Maybe this is a mistake. We'll see. It is quite uphill chasing back to the hole, so. Dang it, it still caught that lip. I was hoping to like fly it just over. Kind of awkwardly between clubs there. There we go, make a putt. Make a putt, finally. Hmm. Like 11, but it's probably playing like 13 yards. 203, 206. We took the 4-iron. 209. I feel like I'd rather be a little bit long and use the bold than try and run it up and leave it short. I closed it, dang. It works, but okay, maybe it was a green speed thing. Maybe we're just lucky on the first 2 holes. But we've made more putts from outside 10 feet in 2 holes than we did all of last round. So something to keep in mind. I think in this sort of situation, we'll play it. must be uphill enough that it just stopped it right in its tracks. These are the ones that I feel like don't break as much for me. They're like way slower at the end. That was a good adjustment. Come on now. Feeling this green speed. What a change getting up and changing green speeds has. Okay, we're trying to cut the gap here. Get it down there. Ray Ghost, thank you for the follow. Seth, thank you very much. And I double-crossed it. Nice. Just barely off the mark. Unfortunately here, it's moderate. Need the 5-iron choked to try and get through. Maybe I could have hit the regular 5. I just thought with the moderates it was gonna... I thought it was gonna be way slower. 93% putt. Hot dang. That's 100%. Means like 93 is somewhere in there. Oh! What a give. I didn't think it was going to be that low. Okay. Okay. I'm really trying to get my swing path and contact points because they have not been sitting in the center. They've been hanging on the edges, which is definitely less than ideal. That was a bit better. Minus the part where it still carries long. Take stuff off of that and it still wants to go? What is wrong with you? What is wrong with you? Ah, man. Those results always frustrate me, because it's like, how does it, like, how am I so far off the number that I think it's going to be? I gotta kind of stripe this. I'm going for it. I know it's like death if we miss. I got it to 102, fully quadded up. There we go. Get on the green. It's still going to be a monster putt because it did not... I thought it was going to kick to the right and then, like, really chase. What did I have to hit here to do that? I'd have to get the full 108 to have any semblance of a chance, I guess. It's saying 68%, but here's the weird part about this. I gotta get to that ridge. I think I gotta hit it extra, which I don't love because it's probably leading me to running off the green entirely. But we're gonna see. Okay, we hit it. And then here's the acceleration. Oh, it's on a good line. Come on. Do it for me one time! I think that one pays. That was 94 feet. Pretty sure that's a paid putt. Let me check. Putts of 85 feet or more. We just made $5 in Amazon money. Get in there. What up, Casey? Put it on my tab, Revan. Great. That's probably the greatest putt I've ever hit. 94 footer. With lots of break. Must be fake, I can't putt, right, Scott? Only make putts when it doesn't count for TGC, right? Hopefully I didn't wake my son up, because that was a very passionate reaction. I think this is going to be short. Alright, I'm de-lofting it. This may be a mistake, but I wanna see it. Alright, we're just gonna follow that putt up with a hole-in-one. Not quite, but pretty close. Not quite, but that's pretty close. All right, power drive time. Oh, we're just now we're feeling it. Look at that. Just casually right into a quad power drive. Things you love to see. I keep putting, you know, the problem is I keep putting myself at 209 yards, and it's 210 if we want to have a chance at paying out. I don't think you're cashing this one anyway. As much as I want the Albie. I mean, we're gonna try for the Albie anyway, because that's what we do here. We go for things. Too much tailwind, even though it's like the moderate greens. Yeah, I just don't think you can sit it soft enough. I did loft the heck out of that thing. %. Added a little bit too much extra. It's okay. That's okay. Gotta be careful here. Don't want to put it in the water. I'm okay with underswinging it. It's like, try and get it down there as far as you can, but just don't put yourself in the water. Uphill, into wind. Alright, give it everything you got. $108, here we come. Only 103. It's only ever 103, and I double crossed it. Well, double cross certainly makes things more interesting. On a slight uphill, but the lie is not terrible. It's fine. Up and down, up and down. I mean, we're going for aggressive plays because I want to try and score always. Okay, this is long, right? I mean, just naturally, and it's a pitching wedge. Stretching this guy seems like probably not the brightest play. So you probably want to play... Probably want to play it out here. You're gonna be long. Then the wind's gonna bring it back. Gonna take a kick. Yeah, what up, Aaron? Welcome back, Joe. I've been well. How about yourself? Always all over it. We've had some epic shots tonight. We hold out for eagle from 184 yards, and we nailed a 94-foot eagle putt on a drivable par 4. All right, now I know from the last time. Just play it. Play full. Actually, this isn't the hole that I'm thinking of, but playing it full is still the right play on this. Yeah, what up, Pseudo? Proximity, you know it. That's the name of the game here. Playing 131. That's before the wind is even factored in. The wind's gonna knock out a lot. I think a touch aloft and go pretty well right at it. Buttery smooth swing. I even get a little bit of backspin on the pitching wedge. Love to see it. Job's working out. You have a baby on the way. Stoked and scared. Honestly, don't know what to think. Hey, I feel you, man. I've been there. We've got our second one on the way in March. It's yeah, it's a lot of unknown, but at the same time, like, you're gonna figure it out. You'll be okay. You know, you're just always gonna be learning. You're just always gonna be learning. But I'm sure you are more than up to the task. You know, just embrace it. Embrace the chaos that it is. Embrace the uncertainty. Everybody goes through it. I want to be left. I want to be left. I know it's up the hill. Don't want to adjust too much, but I do want to make sure that I'm left to target here. I'm still, see, that's the thing that bothers me when I misread it like that. Like, I want to be left and I still manage to land it 3-4 yards to the right. It's like, how can I let myself be that wrong? I underswung it. It was still off the mark. Jeez, I put myself in a really bad spot. A lot of learning on the job? Absolutely is. Absolutely is a lot of learning on the job. What am I doing? What am I doing? All right. Well, missed in the worst way, and then doubled up on that mistake. There we go. All right, let's brush it off. Gonna put me behind that tree again, isn't it? All right. Trees don't exist. I may as well at this point fade it as much as I can. Ah, I caught the tree still. I don't know, maybe I coulda, maybe with the amount that slung around, I coulda gone more left. Okay, I have never played a lobwit or a lob shot. That doesn't feel like a good shot for me here. 49 yards. Well, we're in about as awkward of territory as you can get. This ain't a good shot for me either, but here we go. Yeah, I am so off on the, on that shot. Okay. Still not sold on long flop? I just suck at all flops. So all flops are just like a hit and hope. And like, I used to full cheese it, and lately I've been trying not to cheese it as much. Okay, I gotta hit this well. Double crossed. Double crossed it. Well, there it's hard because if you hit the, like, I couldn't really spin that because if I hit the fairway, the spinner leg loses all of its spin. So that shot just becomes complete and utter death. I shouldn't have chipped from there. I'm like trying different stuff. I'm like trying to hole everything. I should probably just play long flop from there. This will obviously play way different. Because it's up the hill and out of fairway. Alright. That's fine. We're still doing okay. I mean, it could definitely be a lot better. The double bogey stings and some other stuff, but... This is where I struggle immensely, because it's like... 189, I can maybe get like a mid-90s. I have to like full shape this 5-iron, and even then I'm not convinced that the outcome is gonna be what we want. Pushed it. Yeah, I don't know, man. Don't know. What do you guys hit there? Genuinely, because like you've got, when you're in like that 5-iron or long, honestly 6-iron or longer, and then you throw in I say 6-iron or longer, and then you throw in like tailwind and stuff. I genuinely don't know what you're supposed to hit. Open face, nice. Like here, I feel like it's the smart thing is probably to not hit a chip, but I also feel like the chip, because you're on the ground, is like the best way to have a chance at scoring. Because I know with the flop I don't have accuracy. That's like a get it somewhere. I think this is play backstop. I think this is a play backstop kind of shot. Does it really land that softly? Interesting. Interesting. Oh. Underswung it. Yeah, I never hopped on the bandwagon of switching to the lefty fade, which would get rid of my issues because I would be able to hit flops with the same swing that I currently use. I don't know, I just didn't want to do it. Now it's just like too late. All right. It's firm fast. I don't know if we go. I don't think there's much difference here, to be honest. 184, maybe 182. Mid 180s landing. It's not full enough tail. I'm gonna choke the 5. I don't know. Feels like that's the play that I need to be making. Beautiful strike. Line's pretty good, but it's going to kick right on us here, so I don't think we're going to get back left. Oh, it does. We just don't have the legs. So the choke was definitely the play. I just need 5 yards. Be 211. So it's in between my 4-iron and my choked. I don't want to go long, so I think this is... our best bet. Nice. Love that for me. I thought left edge hit it with pace, and I got still to the right edge of the cup somehow. I guess it just didn't do anything at my feet. Up the hill. Shame that. All right, well, we are still rocking double digits for each of the rounds, so I mean, obviously, judging by the scores, we've fallen back. We were in 10th. Now we're back another couple, but again, I think that was... We made some putts early. Yeah, our proximity wasn't great. We missed some gurs. We got aggressive with things. The double bogey hurt us. I guess we were 6 of 10, so the putting was actually way better. 12, 22 putts. Yeah, putting was way better. You take that away, we're at 26. It's another 13. So, yeah. Really one hole that was holding us back the most. One hole that's holding us back the most. But yeah, it's like some of those awkward holes where it's just like the long approach shots. They get the best of me. They get the best of me. All right. As we've gone through it a couple of times already, we gotta take a quick break here to get rid of pre-rolls. Make sure that we keep it ad-free as people come in. So we're gonna take a break here for 2 minutes. Make sure that nobody misses anything. But yeah, thank you for hanging out. If you're enjoying, drop a like, a follow, sub, all that good stuff. And we'll be back here. We got 2 more rounds to go. I'll see you guys in 2 minutes. Be right back.
It's raining.
Ads. Alright, we back. Steel Canadian, what's going on? It's going well, how about yourself? Thank you for asking. Ooh, okay, so they're moving us to the tips here, but high winds and very firm, and back to the 178. So we were drastically under reading putts in round 1. I'll have to make sure that we're adding some more break into our reads as we go through this. All right, I think this is a power drive to start. Okay, little double crossy, but we are center fairway. Gonna be a little less left, a little more left on the follow through. Now it's very firms. This shot's a little long. A little below the feet. It's curling that way. I think I gotta play a little bit more on it. I don't want to get like stuck here. 'Cause if I'm short, we are not in a good spot. There we go. There's the quads. On a great line. Perfectly aimed. 'Cause that should settle right below the hole. Give us right on up the hill and in. Alright. Good way to open the round. Gotta do that a few more times. Yeah, I can't go down a club. Too big of a drop off. Choked is gonna lower this flight a little bit on the 9. Like 155. This is gonna be not great. This is gonna be not great. Pushed it. Yeah. Ah. I tried to be aggressive with it, because I definitely could have sat that closer. I was ready to move it back, but that would have been a mistake. They just really do break that much on these green speeds. Okay, gotta get it like perfectly on this ridge. Maybe drawing a little bit more than I would fancy. Stay out of the bunker. Oh, we're good. We're good. Downslope. This wind scares me. This wind definitely scares me. It's a 56, giving it more. Because if it was a 60, I'd have some higher expectation of backspin. 56, you gotta coerce it a little bit. Okay, almost find the bottom of the cup on that. Good read. Good read, good read. Alright, 474 should just be driver here. Thank you, hell yeah. How are we doing? Welcome back. Okay, so this is the 56 again. We're down. This wind is gonna definitely carry us, especially on, especially with this being below the feet. And then I'm gonna, again, we're just gonna give it a little loft. Okay, not bad. We're not into the upslope like we were on the last one. JP, what's going on? Hello? Okay, but we put ourselves in position to make a putt. What we like to see. We gotta start putting up some numbers if we want to close any gaps. I don't know if this is going to end up running us out too close or not, because it's very firm fairways. Down to the late rough? Distance would be good if not for the fact that I don't know. Like, the wind is going to hold us back. Oh, I'm so dead. So dead here. Cut through it a little bit too much, but it's so hard because you don't know like what exactly you're gonna get from the lie there. Hey, what's going on, Adista? I'm doing well. How about yourself? We're just we're grinding out what is going to be a very difficult. Well, the tournament itself is difficult, but each week of the 4-week, mega tourney, so to speak, I think they're going to get progressively harder. So we're trying to see what we can do out here. Been playing relatively well. Couple of hole outs, made 90, or one hole out, made a 94-foot putt. We've had some big shots. It's just getting it on every hole is always the challenge. Why is putting so hard? Why is putting so difficult, man? Ugh. I think it's so hard on these green speeds because you're hitting it so lightly, so it breaks so much more. All right, we squared it up. Oh, come on. Be the one. All right, we'll take it. Wasn't expecting it to die so quickly, but got a chance. Oh, that is firmly over at the center cup. My goodness. I probably missed that one low, but I slammed it. We'll take it. Give me the eagle. Isaiah, the 80s Tangerine Dream music. So this is a synthwave playlist that we've got going on, which is probably why you're getting those sorts of vibes. I thoroughly enjoy me some synthwave. This has been a pretty solid copyright-free synthwave playlist for us for a while now. You know what? I'm gonna play this because I think we can backstop it and roll it back. I think that's actually like how this is gonna go. And ride the wind to the backstop. Come on. Back down to the hole. Keep on coming. Take that. I'll absolutely take that. Here's the putt that I hate with a passion. Because of course it doesn't break this time. Why would it? I guess at that distance I just have to slam it. Even though it's downhill, I think at that distance I still just have to slam that shot. Like there's no reason I should be missing stuff like that. What up, Jaylee? I know. I gotta slam it. It's so hard for me to commit to it though, because I feel like I don't have enough confidence with my reads, so I feel like I'm gonna miss them anyway, you know? I think that's my main concern. Okay, I'm going super lofty here to try and sit it as nicely as I can. Because it's very firms. This hole out here, we gave it a good run. I feel like I have to go out here. Come on. It's the underswing. I read it right. Oh, come on, man. Come on. Gotta make stuff. Can't miss the last putt. Gotta make that putt. Yo, what up, GSR? I feel like this is bait. It's actually downhill a little bit extra. You'd have to square this up perfectly and overpower it. I feel like I don't have a chance otherwise. Oh, look at the cojones. Perfect, 103, cover the water. Here we go. See, because now we can take less club. on, it's very firm. I know there's a hill there. A big kick to the right, release back there. Oh, that's so close. That's so close. %60. See, I don't know how to, like, I just have such a hard time visualizing these putts. I think is really the part that I struggle with. Is I just cannot, for the life of me, draw the picture in my head. Who's tucking it? Oh, get in there. What up, Adam? Low camera is the GOAT for visualization? I don't know. I've tried the low camera, but I feel like I really underread it from there. Like, I tend to underread in general, but I feel like I underread it even more from that. But I know hands down, like, it's a me thing. 96, that'd be 111, but I don't think it plays 111. Maybe closer to like 107. You've got some wind. I think something like this. I think maybe that's stock. Throw it up in the air. It's too short, it's gonna spin off. Tight window, just barely missed it. Alright, I'm not normally a good putter, but I don't know. Feel like this spot requires it. 63. Because if I go low, yeah, I just feel like I can't see as much there. Well, would you look at that putt? Well, would you look at that putt? Completely coming across from the high side. You'd love to see it. Okay, there's a tree. There is, in fact, a tree there, bud. Unfortunately, I can't hit the sling and draw, but what I could try and do is underhit this into a big right to left kick. Let's do that. Ended up actually closing the face, and so I didn't get as strong of a right to left kick. Yeah, what's going on, Abe? Off the rock hole in one? Knowing the physics, I would expect it to do one thing, and I would get a completely different result if I tried to intentionally play off of it. So, okay, so my problem on stuff like this is I don't quite know off the front of this putt, like, how far offline we're going to get. So I think it is going to want to move back to the right, and it's going to be trickling. I don't know. I'm going to leave it here. Well, this will be a good test. That was it. That was the read. I underhit it, but that was the read. Okay. Take us behind the rocks map? No thanks. No, thank you. You gotta play this so far left because of the very firms. They just take you so far down. 135. So, I mean, you're already short. Then this wind is gonna maybe play a little bit. I mean, you're cutting in. I can't go up another club. I have to deloft. I have to deloft my pitching wedge, I think. Yeah, we're just, I did need to deloft it, but 8 yards, trying to, yeah. The 9-iron I feel like is probably, 9-iron choked is probably a rough spot too. What am I playing, Nate? We are playing in a society. So a guy from the community, Revan, is hosting a 4-week tournament, or 4-week series of tournaments that are progressively more and more difficult. So this is week 1. It's got some teeth. It's got some teeth, but I'm sure as this tournament goes along, it's gonna be very, very difficult. You suck. Just go in, man. Just go in. Am I really asking that much? I don't think so. Okay, I pushed it, but I think we should be good with this line. All right, 123 yards in for Albatross. So, you know, I would say that this is prime opportunity. Prime opportunity to hole one out for the Albie. Ah, we're leaving it short, even with the very firms. Decent effort. Decent effort, but we don't get the Albie. This should be a makeable eagle putt. All right, we got it. What's going on, Heels? Thank you very much for the raid. Welcome on in, everybody, from Heels stream. We're playing some Revan Cup. We're playing some Revan Cup this evening. Just basically 4 4-round tournaments over 4 weeks that are just pain and agony, and we're here to suffer through it. I gotta go out to the other side of the tee box if we want to have a chance. I don't think I can power drive at it with the trees here, because I can't hit the mega draw, so that's putting us right in the trees. Because I would imagine that maybe hold on. These are just uprights. These are just uprights. It's like field goal post. Oh, that is such a lower ball flight than I had imagined. For some reason, I thought lofting the power drive was going to have some sort of height to clear that. It had absolutely nothing. Yeah, what up, Lockshead? Looking like it just came off the beat. I have a little bit of summer tan going on. You know, look, there's the pasty white hiding. I do go outside and mow my yard, you know, go to the range. This ball is absolutely buried. Absolutely buried. Well, we tried to give it a shot. Just from the edge, heavy rough. Gotta hit it so gently. Still runs away. No, I shouldn't have tried to drive the green. That was my first mistake. I should have just laid it back. Wasn't really thinking about anything. 8 sips to level up fast due to PGA, but enjoying it. I would say that the fastest you can do for... I mean, leveling up is going to be based on your XP, so obviously the harder that you can play, difficulty-wise, the better. You could always play career mode and up your personal difficulty and lower the computer difficulty. As far as like getting coins fast, it's probably career mode and some ranked tours. More so career mode because you get that little bit extra from the quests there, but there are some quests for ranked tours. So between those two, you're probably set for a while. Den Kid, thank you for the follow. Me being in the thickest rough can't be a coincidence. Alright, this is playing uphill. Wind's gonna want to ride. What I'm thinking here for this 7-iron is probably a little stretch. Wind's gonna take it, but it's not gonna be like the craziest. No, we're gonna get to the heavy rough still. Dirty dog, you. That like peeled off way more right and short. Don't really have too much of an option with this, it doesn't seem like. Oh boy. They break so much. They break so much. I hate it. I hate it, man. Hey, thank you for the luck, Steve. Appreciate it. Definitely need luck when playing these rounds. Very firm. I feel like I gotta take this back to have a chance. And even then, it's not going to, because it's all gonna run left to right. So, like, I wouldn't care if we got into the bunker, I don't think. Boy. Pin! Oh, no, I don't think hybrid was the play. I don't think hybrid is the play. I'm gonna go one extra club. I'm gonna go one extra club. Shouldn't have gone one extra club. Like, skipped all the way across it. Gosh darn it. You idiot. You idiot. Oh, we're talking? Okay, still a birdie. I should have just gone with the 60. Risk being a little bit under, but you take putting yourself in the position we just did out of the equation. Nasty par 3s here at the end. 2K25 is quite the upgrade to 2K23. Definitely more to it. Slightly pay to win. Yeah, slightly. Slightly, but I will say, like, the shots that you get from the... It's really just the shots that you get from the clubhouse pass, because you get the upgrades to them is the only, like, pay-to-win thing. And even that's not, like, the end of the world. It's definitely not great. It's not the end of the world, because you can certainly play around a lot of them. I think I got too far to the left. Like, I know that it would break down to the right down the hill, but yeah. I mean, it's so hard to stop that anywhere close anyway. What up, Don? Welcome back. Equation you should be following like in real life. If the flag is below you 20 feet, should use one club less. I don't do it in terms of club. Every 3 feet, the general rule. There are caveats to it because wedges and like your driver play a little bit less or more. General rule is every 3 feet of elevation change is a 1 yard adjustment, right? So if the ball is 30 feet, or the hole is 30 feet down, your ball is going to carry an extra 10 yards. Because like your club gaps are, at least for me, generally speaking, like 10 to 12 yards. So you would have to have like 30 to 36 feet of elevation change, generally speaking, to be like a just true one club adjustment. He makes a putt. Get in there. Hey, welcome back, Brenko. 30 feet below, you'd only see a 10-yard difference? Yes. And if it was a wedge, you would see less. Like, your lob wedge would probably only gain an extra 7 yards. But that is indeed how it works. You know, and if it was up 30 feet, you would lose 10 yards of carry. If it's down 30 feet, you'll gain 10 yards of carry. That's the general rule of thumb. There are caveats, but like here, it's 25 feet. I'm going to play an 8-yard adjustment headwind as well. So like, if I'm running through this 216, carries 208, you might have to factor in like a fairway lie that I can't see here, so it could come out 206, 204, and then you've got a little bit of wind in your face up the hill. So this is going to kind of go long. That's on the downslope. There's not really a good way to sit this. So like I'm adding loft to this, but it's probably going to hit the downslope and chase. It's also uphill on the lie, so I'll take a little bit off of this. This isn't really a great place for us, generally speaking, but because we're just going to land into that downslope. Yeah, I misread the side wind. That actually, for being very firms, sat a lot better than I thought. Hey, good luck, James. Birdie for the Sass Man, welcome back. It's going well. Hope you're doing all right. What about wind in your face? How many miles? So general rule of thumb is tailwind is 80%. So if you got a 10-mile-an-hour tailwind, it's going to play 8 extra yards. Again, caveats, wedges, because they're in the air for less time, play just like slightly less, especially the lob wedge. As you get through the wedges towards gap wedge, it starts to play more normal. But I would say general rule of thumb, 80%. It also kind of has an upper cap. So like if you had a 25-mile-an-hour tailwind, on most clubs it's going to kind of cap out at like 12 yards of extra carry, unless you have like elevation stuff. You know, if it's uphill, the wind plays less. If it's downhill, the wind plays more. Elevation always comes first. Wind is is dependent on the elevation. Driver and stuff carries more, but general rule of thumb, 80%, and then headwind, general rule of thumb is like 1.5 times. So a 10-mile-an-hour headwind, you lose like 15 yards. Caveat to that is like very high winds. I think it plays more like 1.8. But that's for like a pure headwind. Monstrosity, what's going on? How have you been? That moves so much for looking like it moves so little. Real life, you just close your eyes and swing harder? Well, it's a video game, so fortunately, you can be way more consistent with ease. I mean, obviously you can do other things, like you can play flighted shots, but I find it easier to just always be kind of playing my my regular full swing stuff. Okay, we got a 55 on that round. What is a 55 here? Casual 16 under, 4 eagles. Nice. Nice, 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 nice. Moves us back up the leaderboard a little bit. Things you love to see. Alright. We just gotta shoot a 24 to take the lead. Now, whoa. Oh, no. We need to shoot a 29. Because apparently it's not in proper order there. Alright. Looks like some big scores to be had in the final round as well. Hit it straight when it's angled. Seems impossible to you. You can barely perfect it when it's straight. Well, the thing is, I've always, to get a straight shot since 2K21, I've always held the controller on a diagonal. It's more about a feel. So, like, I held the controller on the diagonal, and I used to swing, like, what felt like more right to left. And then, like, over time, that feeling has kind of shifted, and it started to be a little bit more, like, straight to right. And with this game, I've literally just, I used to hold it like this, maybe, and now I've rotated it, like, just a touch more, and I feel a little bit of my inside to, like, a straight finish, and I just focus on feel. It's feel versus real. It's just like real golf. You know, set up the same way, hold the controller, sit the same way every single time, and then find the swing that's most repeatable to you, and then adjust with feel. Oh, I'm missing it to the left. Okay, I need to feel a little bit straighter or to the right. You don't need to think like necessarily in terms of like, my swing is left to right or right to left, and like be trying to do that. You can hold the controller in a comfortable way. Like, I basically am holding it so that my wrist is straight, and then set the controller in there. So this is like a very natural grip. I can repeat it, sit here, and then just find the feeling on that day. Okay, this is where we're feeling it today, and try and repeat that feeling every time. Because if you can take away as many of the variables, repeating the shot becomes a little bit easier. Hey, what's going on, Charlie? Welcome back. All right, we gotta take one last little intermission here before we hop into the final round of week 1 of this tournament. I appreciate you all very, very much for hanging out. Hope you've been having a good night. We'll be playing this tournament in particular over the next couple of weeks. We've got Ryder Cup stuff hopefully coming on Saturday. There have been some scheduling issues, family emergencies, and things that have reworked some stuff. So stay tuned in Discord for updates to that, because that'll be obviously the best way to find out, because we don't normally stream on Saturdays. But yeah. Thanks for sticking around. We'll be back in 2 minutes, and we'll hop into the final round here. We will be right back. It's raining. Ads. All right, we're back. Found out Hemo stream you can upgrade clubs, so you've been doing that. Now your putting's crap. Well, those two aren't really related. Yes, you can upgrade your clubs to Diamond, which will give you a bunch more stats per club. I would say the biggest thing to focus on with putting is don't really focus on path and contact for putting. Because here's the thing. In order to see like at least on a straight putt, I don't have like full testing on left to right putts or right to left, whatever, any sort of breaking putts. On a straight putt, you have to be pretty far away still for it to really matter. But on a straight putt, you have to miss by like 5% plus cumulatively in order for it to have any effect, and it's got to be even more than that to like take you outside of the hole by more than like a cup or two. So I would say, generally speaking, putt weight is gonna be like where you want to put the most of your stuff. Maybe some putt rhythm. I mean, you can put contact and stuff if you think it's gonna help you. But yeah, I don't think that's worth it. Putting is going to be more about your reads and just making sure you hit the right weight and a reasonable rhythm so that you don't add a ton of... Because that affects your weight, right? Moderate, fast. Because if you hit, you know, 3% over your rhythm, like you're adding 3% to your putt. So as long as you can get your weight and your rhythm pretty close, and you know your margin is within 1% or 2, it's gonna be a lot friendlier. Ooh. Double cross close, so I need to be a little bit more to the right. A little more left to a little more right. Yeah, so the way that I try to describe like putting rhythm and like your regular rhythm is firm, like it's committed. Committed is probably the best. Don't hesitate at the top, because like two things can happen if you get to the top and you hesitate. You can either have the reaction where you like really underhit it, or you hesitate at the top and then it's like this really jerky downswing. Smooth and committed is where you want to be. You want to know, okay, this is where I'm hitting, and it's just back and through. On your full swing, it's a little bit more. On the putt, it's kind of trying to be like an equal, more of an equal feel. Like, okay, 50% and through. Like, just kind of know your feel and commit to it. You know, I'd rather have the wrong read, but have like committed properly, I guess. Okay, there's the adjustment. It really dies like that. Oh man. Wasn't bad, but this is where better players than they make their money. I unfortunately have to putt stuff like this. In order to have a chance. Most people can chip this. I'm not very good at it. That's what I was talking about though. So I got concerned that my power wasn't right. That's like a perfect example. I was in my head that the power, I didn't like it because I had to make some manual adjustments to it being off of the fairway there, and I hesitated at the top. I underswung it by 1%, but then I also, and I missed it by like 1.7% or whatever under. So that right there is a like prime example of what I'm talking about with being committed. I didn't commit and I paid the price for it. I'll close. Gosh darn it. Not the greatest of starts here. Okay, good up and down. All right, let's get this swing plane going, because we've sat down and have since kind of lost our feel that we had. I don't know if my grip's off. I don't know exactly what it is. Got two inside. Gosh darn it. We're going in the water, aren't we? Give me that power drive again. Did the wind change? Did I not actually take the... What happened? How did I end up so short? can't see the edge of the fairway and the green. I can't tell what's happening there. Oh, come on, man. Alright, well, that's another double bogey. 2 double bogeys on the tournament, just, I guess, a bit of carelessness is ultimately what it boils down to. Struggling to find my points all of a sudden. Alright, so we're gonna carry 224 to 209 maybe? I feel like with the 4-iron that's gonna wanna go. It's moderate. It's moderate though. That's kind of the weird thing here. Why I lofted it. Closed it. Gosh darn it, Colby. Almost had a little bit of fortune there. So I am human? I am very much so human, yes. I am very much so human. As much as we can get into grooves, we can still find our way out of grooves. Much to my chagrin, we can still lose it. Okay, let's see here. 166, downslope 168, might lose it, 160. I know we're into a downslope then, but there we go. Seven yards short. So I should have taken the 8. Should have taken the full 8-iron. I think that's the part that pains me is getting it wrong by that much. Well, and then getting the putt wrong by that much too doesn't feel great either. Come on, we're over par on the round. Gotta get it back. It's doing too many stupid things. Okay, this is moderate, which means, again, I gotta get the overpower, like... I gotta get it more, actually. Only 101. Was under on the power, too. So we're gonna be up in a similar spot to our long putt from before. A little more left. This putt's a little bit closer. Slower greens. 69%, nice. Nice. I gotta go way out here. I gotta go way out here. Yeah, I mean, that's the pace we want. I think we're left. I don't think it breaks enough. No. Massively overread that guy. I think just through the first part, I thought it was going to peel a lot more. I knew at the end we didn't have much break left. This is short. But I, like, have to hit it through because this could be problematic otherwise. Kind of bothers me that I de-left it that much and I still freaking put myself in this spot. Can't stand that. Like, I know what I need to, and it's still not enough. Like, leave myself short. What's going on, Rome? I was playing Star Wars Jedi Survivor yesterday. And we'll be playing more of that again tomorrow. Cover the bunker. Okay. That was close. Guess I got that swing a little bit too inside. 203. It's just not going to do it, right? 206. Gotta take something off of this. Especially on the moderate greens. Okay, absolutely striped it. It's moving out there to the left. It's gonna move left to right at the end if we can get there. Apparently we don't have enough legs. Dang. Looked fun. It is a lot of fun. I've been thoroughly enjoying it. I think we're like I think the game completion says we're at 35% so far. So we're moving through it pretty well. For being on the hardest difficulty, I think we're doing pretty well in the first playthrough here. Huh? Huh? Get in there. Estimate on hours played at 35%. I think we're at 11 hours gameplay. I think the save file time is 11 hours. Try not to flirt with it too much. I know that makes this long. And obviously the hard part here is we've played it to the left, so trees and all that. Okay. Tree didn't affect it. I mean, we're going to be up green side, but this is all I figured we could do. No, I actually started a few weeks ago, but we've had some tech issues with We had tech issues then one Thursday, like I wasn't streaming because of personal stuff, and then like the next Thursday I got to play like 30 minutes and then the internet died. So we've been playing for a few weeks, but it's not much in my control for that. I pushed it. Close. Love Star Wars, but Disney's destroyed it. See, I didn't watch... I need to go back and rewatch it, Nate. I have only seen Star Wars one time. I watched through it in college, and the reason being my family just isn't into it, so I wasn't really shown it as a kid. And so I probably watched it for the first time like a decade ago. I've seen then, like, I watched the original 6, and then I watched Rogue One and the last 3, you know, when those came out. But generally speaking, I want to go back and rewatch stuff because I just don't know it well enough. That is buttery smooth. Stuff like that, like why am I ending up short? Am I misjudging it by a mile? %. I am trying so hard to like envision these putts. Put too much pace on it. I think it was a slight overread and then the extra like percent of power. Yeah, it's truly impressive how well people putt consistently, because I just forever struggle bus. Okay, push close is actually going to work out fine. That also means that I was left and left, so I got to be a little straighter on the takeaway. A little bit more to the right. Okay, so to kind of go back to what we were talking about earlier with elevation stuff, like this is 51 feet up, which means it's going to play 17 yards. So effectively it's playing like a 125 pin. But it's a wedge, and so up this much, it's probably going to play closer to like 12. This is on a downslope. It's going to play a little bit of a hop and stuff. So I'm actually going to probably loft this. I'm hoping that I'm reading this correctly. All right. Straighter to a little bit to the right. That's my feel. See, that's exactly how we drew it up. This is actually kind of the problem of like if you hit it too far, you have too much club. So I think I'm gonna underswing my choke driver. This might still be too much, but I didn't want to try and overpower my 3-wood. I just want to try and get out to a wedge. This is actually too much underhit. I was hoping to have a little bit less club. I think we're somewhere in here. I think somewhere in here is the play. And then if I had to wager... Little loft. Still with the tailwind. There we go. I underhit it. Do I just have to be more aggressive with that? Like, am I just that bad? Am I just that bad at reading? Or is it, like, that is it my approach? Like, I guess that's where I don't know. Is it my approach to the hole, or am I just that bad at reading? Like, or is it both? Like, I don't know if I should be just playing it more aggressively there. Okay, bigger fade. Bigger fade. Ball's already below the feet. Let's start with that. Ball's already below the feet. And then we're trying to big fade, but tailwind is kind of holding it. That was a good call, moving it back. Yeah, if the wind direction changes so much about how those shots play. When it's tailing, it doesn't want to turn over as much, but if you have it going in the direction of your shot, I mean, you can sling it. There we go. There we go. We hit the 42% this time. Alright, I think Vandy said we just had to beat his 44. So unless we do something dumb and completely blow up, I think we're in the clear for that. Last round, I should not have done what I did here. We should have played it precisely like this. Hmm. 106, wind in. Uphill. 121, 116. 114. Be like a 7 or 8. Crossing head, uphill. Alright, the goal here is to try and go a little long and a little bit spinny. We got a little bit of spin on it. It's not necessarily the greatest position to be trying to do that. Hate those putts. Best spin shot type to use for an approach shot? Your ball just bounces and rolls so much you can't get it within 5 yards of the pin. Well, it depends on the distance that you're at, Nate. Choke shots are going to be more forgiving, but are going to be flighted a little bit lower, so they're going to bounce and roll out a little bit more. You've got to factor wind. If you've got a tailwind, it's going to want to release more. If it's very, if the firmer the greens, the bigger the bounce, the less spin it's going to have on the first couple of kicks. If you've got a headwind, or if it's downhill, like it's gonna sit a little bit softer. For me, it's always approach shot most of the time because that's the stuff I can get the most spin on and the most forgiveness combination. Now you have to be further out, obviously, but I love a lob wedge. Lob wedge, 56 degree. Those things hop, don't have a lot of rollout. Obviously, if you're at longer distances, you got to factor it in, right? So like something like this. It's playing effectively. If we're taking 4-iron, right, as my theoretical, it's going to carry 212. We've got probably another 10 close to, so it's going to carry out to like here, which in my opinion, into this green, it's a little bit too short. So I can either try and stretch it, which I think might still not necessarily be the greatest play. Actually, I kind of like it. I know that I'm knuckleballing a 4-iron here, so it's gonna bounce and roll out. But it's also into a headwind, so that's going to cancel it a little bit. It's moderate green, so I want a little bit more roll. But you've got to utilize your spins and everything, like your natural spins, to try and procure your shot. I pulled it. We're going to end up a little bit left. There's the 4-iron chasing back a little bit. So, would have been a little bit closer to the right. Otherwise, we get ourselves on the green with a putt. But yeah, it's just the further out you are, the harder it's going to be to just get a nice stop on it. I think that's just kind of the nature of the game, so to speak. Choke driver, get it up the left-hand side so we can kick forward a little bit right. We can just bleed it onto the front edge of the green and maybe get it down towards the hole. That still rolls out into the water. Are you kidding me? I hit that just about as perfectly as I thought you could. That's crazy, man. Too steep. This probably is done. Hold on. I wish I knew the yardage from here, but... Alright, 75 into a win. I might be able to do something with this. 100... 94, 92. Easily into the 80s with some spin. I'm actually going to give it a little bit of D-left. I don't want to rip it back because I don't want to end up back where we started all of this at. Okay. Standard par. Standard par. I thought we nailed it. Apparently that green is nastier than I thought. So I'm a little bit disappointed in the end result, to say the least. 229, 236. Wind's definitely going to take us out towards 240s, which is going to be long. It's moderate, but it's going to bounce. Okay. It's cutting. Come on, get right. Ah, played it too far to the left. Great distance control. Great distance control. %45%. Need a little bit more. I did not need a little bit more. Gosh darn it. Had it. Freaking had it. Greens Reader perk a game changer. So I have Greens Reader +2. I think having a little bit of extra help is good. I don't think you have to have it maxed out. I feel like you can probably use the points elsewhere. But I would say it's worthwhile, in my opinion, to get a few points into it, just to shrink the grids a little. Yo, what's going on, Slim? How you been? Good to see you again. 40, see, we're at 231, and then it's, next thing you know, you're back freaking here, and that's not what we want. This is obviously too long. So I think you play a little fade with some loft. Cut it on the inside, gonna try and turn it over. Wind's gonna hold it, and you want to be right because it rides right to left. Of course, we're straight at it. We're not quite to the right. That's it. That's it. Come on now. I still think that there was not the right call to go with the hybrid. Probably needed to partial that a little ways. Come on. We'll end on the chip and eagle. We'll end on the chip and eagle. Got your first hole in one today? Get in there, Slim. IRL or in-game? Either way, congrats. I mean, obviously one is significantly cooler. I've been well though. I've been well. We're just chilling, playing tough stuff. IRL? Heck yeah, dude. That's freaking awesome. Congratulations. I'm gonna go to the driving range tomorrow, so you know, that's pretty cool. Alright, we only finished 18 behind the lead. 9 strokes back on that final round. But a pair of double bogeys in the tournament. I mean, that would have put us up to 55. Pitch and putts are not a real one? Screw it. That's real enough. That's real enough to me. Alright, so we get rid of the double bogeys. That puts us into 7th. And I'd say we can maybe claim a birdie on that one that we put in the water on 16 this past round. Put us into solo 7th. That would have been cool. Yeah, too many mistakes, but we did make $5. 45 yards? Okay, so like legitimately pitch and putt. You can at least still say you got a hole in one. You can put the asterisks on it, but you can say I got a hole in one on a pitch and putt. More than I can say. Man, I cannot believe that was like, I thought perfect. I thought it was a perfect shot on 16. Still looks cool rolling in there? Oh, absolutely. These are better putting sets than normal. I did miss the one there. We did get aggressive, though, so, like, these are a little skewed because I had less putts because I was putting it in the crap. Putting in the crap being aggressive. Yeah, we made a 94-footer, and we hold out from 184. Yeah, unfortunately, it wasn't a hole-in-one, so we don't get anything for that. But we do get something for holding the longest. Yeah, look at that. We hold the longest putt by a large margin. 36 foot longer than the next. Take that. We'll absolutely take that. Here, we gotta replay it for the children here. If you're watching on vertical, I apologize. I do not have a scene in which to display the capture, so apologies. But let me bring it up here, because let me hide myself. Let me get what I need up. Get me out of here. Yeah, let's take a gander. 94 freaking feet, man. I don't know why the bottom bar won't go away. We hit it. I haven't left the pin in, which is. And then here's the acceleration. Crazy. Oh, it's on a good line. Come on. But I mean, it had the pace. It was going in. Do it for me one time. It's going in pin or not. It's going in pin or not. That'll make. I think that one pays. Yeah, we got 94 feet. Yeah, we're gonna make. Pretty sure $5. A paid putt. Heck yeah. Where was the? This is the hole out to start. This one wasn't long enough, but 184 yards, the gate, to say the least. Quads, by the way. Things you love to see. Because that means you just read it perfectly. We're always hoping for the hole out. There's one. Feels good, man. Feels good, man. All right. Again, apologies if you're watching on vertical and you didn't see any of that. That doesn't mute my mic, right? Okay. Making sure I'm not like in this crazy spot where nobody can hear me that entire time. We can. We're good. We're good. All right. That is, in fact, going to do it for us this evening. Now, we've got one more stream. Well, guaranteed one more stream left this week. There might be an extra one on Saturday. So join the Discord so you make sure that you're up to date on that. We'll be back tomorrow night, 8 p.m. Eastern, normal time. We'll be playing some more Star Wars Jedi Survivor. Working through our first playthrough and hardest playthrough. Hardest difficulty playthrough at the same time there. And then, yeah, Saturday we might have some Ryder Cup content coming your way. Just got to get that scheduled, so I will get information to you guys as soon as we have things finalized. But yeah, that's gonna do it for me. So we're gonna go find someone to host if you're hanging out over on Twitch, and if you're not, then I will see you guys later. So goodbye, YouTube. Thanks for hanging.